Some students of Kumasi Technical University have expressed concerns over constant attacks on them around the school by some hardened criminals. The university, which is situated in Amakom, a suburb of Kumasi, has been facing the issue of robbery over the years, but nothing significant has been taken to address it. The student explains that the situation is adversely affecting them as they are unable to move around 9 p.m.
When it comes to security, we don't have 100% security here, so it's not safe for us, especially when we close at night with the evening students. We close at 9, and closing at 9, walking in the dark to your hostel, go and pick a car at the station and all that, it's not really safe. The security of students on KsTU campus is very poor. Yes, very poor, because as evening students, you close from class, you feel like going home or hostel, and then you go and meet armed robbers. They take your phone and your money. Sometimes they shoot people with knife and hardened, and that's very poor, and it's affecting us badly. And also the cars around, like the road. Sometimes they crash, sometimes there are accidents and others, so it's really affecting us.
We are safe when it comes to internally because we have securities within, but outside, across along our school borders, we have been attacked by armed robbers, and also the streets just along our campuses. These cars that has been crossing, I believe we must make one in and then one out, and then it will be safer for us.
Within the school, within the parameters, it's hard for you to hear it happen. It's hard for you to hear it happen. Mostly those happenings are outside the school. Places where they are dark, there are no enough lighting systems and all that. That is where you get to hear that. Especially the Asim area and all that. Normally, people do pretend as if they are praying. So when you decide to plow such a route on the course, they attack you, and whatever you have on you, they may be quick and own it.
The challenge, according to them, is also impacting negatively on their academic work, since they cannot return to campus to study at night for fear of being attacked.
And looking at some lectures starting at 6 a.m., even some start at 5, especially when it's examination time and then there's a mid-semester time. It's very difficult because students would have to come to campus to come and learn. And leaving even broad daylight at 5 a.m. and 6 a.m., we are still being robbed, especially in the evenings when we come to campus to study. It's not really safe because as at 9, 10, that you know that everybody had gone to sleep, you are coming to campus to come and study as a sound place. Then you'll be attacked on the streets. Some are even being like dislocated and everything, like end up some losing their lives and all that. It's not really safe, especially the security that is not strong here.
Also, basically, it has been affecting the students very much. Why? So most of the students are coming from outside. Our hostels are far away. Some are even staying at home stores. So when you want to come to campus and learn, you can't. And then you believe that even if you come to campus, that is when you're going to get attention to learn, because you can't learn at your various hostels because of the disturbances and the noise around. So that means it has been distracting people from coming to campus to learn. And then that is very bad on our side.
This is education. Cars will be moving around, making noise and stuff, and there are no police around to order them. So they make noise, unnecessary noise. Sometimes the horn they blow is too much. So being in the classroom and all those, it affects us.
I would say psychologically, the impact is that now, after school, you also need to make arrangements for your personal studies. That is, you may have to leave your comfort, that is your hostel, to come to campus to have access to a good and a well-conditioned classroom to learn. Because you may feel, or because of the peddling agitations and the allegations that you can be attacked, instead of you to spend like 8 hours or 5 hours, you may end up spending just 2 hours, so that you can go home as safe as it may be. Which means in the long run, the hours that you may need to cover the book that you are learning, you may have to shorten it, because you know when you stay late, you are going to have unexpected event happen to you. That is, you can be robbed, you can be attacked and all that.
The students are therefore pleading with authorities and the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly to intervene and provide a lasting solution to the challenge.
This is a plea to KMA that since the school is in the middle of Greater Kumasi, we would plead that they would station. The school is very big and we have 6 gates. At least, even if you have 2 police at each gate or 1 police at each gate, or patrols every hour on our streets, it will be very convenient for us and safe for us to study. We are the future of our country tomorrow, and then we don't want to end up losing the little that we are coming to learn to make a better Ghana.
I believe the governments can come on board, but still, since we have channeled it through to the SRC presidents, we want the SRC president to talk to the police people around so that they can also take in charge.
They should do something for us because education too matters a lot.
What I would want management to do is to liaise with the various hostel management so that they can place a lot of these security measures to make sure that they check the inflow of people who may not be residents. You know, someone may enter a hostel and be perceived as a friend of a hostel resident. So I believe the management need to liaise with these hostel management so that they can make a, because there are a lot of hostels around with no security personnel.
Amrado Brony Peter, a former SRC presidential aspirant, advises the student body to adhere to all the laid down security protocols to ensure their safety on campus.
Even though I believe security, it's a collaborative effort. You know, if you don't ensure yourself, the school may put in all the measures, but you may still be an affected person. So it is always a concern that students should also take their security into their hands and follow the due precautions. And now there are new interventions where there is a lot of flyers around, which it keeps students more aware of these security measures. Example, when you leave your hall, even for 5 minutes, you should make sure you lock your door, because you may not know, a colleague resident in the hall or an affiliate may end up, or someone from outside may penetrate and all that, because in this school it's hard for you to check whether someone is a student or not. There are no measures put in place to restrict inflow, so someone from anywhere can easily enter. So that is where it is, and you may not be able to tell as whether it is a student who attacked or stole from a student or the vice versa.
Meanwhile, the students say their grievances have been channeled to the Student Representative Council and are now hoping for a possible solution.
See, we have channel of communication. You have to communicate through our SRC reps, and then we have done that. So we are just waiting for the necessary arrangement from our SRC president to issue this kind of statement to us.
Normally, when it does happen, they do inform the SRC, and I know the SRC is also putting in place certain interventions. Just some few months ago, I saw that the SRC had paid a courtesy call to the Kumasi High Commander. I even saw some images where they came to the school to survey the place, to put in place some few measures to curtail such happening. So I would say it is something which is of a concern.
This has been channeled through the SRC president. The one who was on the presidential seat last year, it was channeled to him, and I don't think there was anything done about it. And the current one to say,
I quite remember some lecturers took it upon themselves because they saw how challenging it was, students losing their laptops, their phones, all because of coming to campus in the evening to learn, and then at the end of the day, what you use to learn, you don't have it. It makes it a bit difficult. So some lecturers took it upon themselves. That was last semester.
Reporting for Orange FM's Community Lens, I am Bernardo Bogunti.